back with another video. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I should have picked another deck. I'm trying to wait for go get my daughter something to eat. I already went, but it's not even open yet, so I came back real quick. To get a deck of cards. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm not even all the way awake yet. And services, especially when people be trying to watch what you doing, and then somebody else, these people that have changed, that decided to change their sex at some point in time in their life, and they still competing with women because they think you don't know. They think that Gaia don't know. They think that they could fool me. Like, I don't know when effeminate men do things like what we picked up on yesterday, like try to break in somebody's house or and get their or bribe somebody or ask somebody for something so sacred as a woman's delivery recording. You understand? I feel like that's something that, first of all, it's not even trying to be funny, but that's something that heterosexual people normally wouldn't do, because the bond between man and woman is, or man, woman, and child is sacred. Especially even if a situation where a man decides to take on that responsibility for a child, even in some cases when it's not even theirs, it's still a sacred thing. So I feel like a lot of these people just maybe upset that they seen a masculine energy or something when they started to spy or pry in a situation with a feminine energy, even if, that person could have been going through something, or even if that person was under spell work, or even if they was having some hard years of their life, somebody stuck by somebody. Now, I feel like somebody wants somebody to think that whatever relationship or these type of relationships, that there's no love or no care. I feel like some of this stuff is, but you couldn't pay nobody to stay with somebody that they didn't want to at least be around for that long. I do think that, though, there's something that could be a breaking point here. I feel like these people, if they're like, I feel like, if they're faithful, meaning they show up for you in a certain way in the world, that's a different type of faithfulness than even when we're talking about infidelity. Because I do believe that somebody can love somebody and still dip off on a relationship. I just feel like that's the case. But it's kind of like, the point is you're a creep. The point is you didn't even just meet somebody by coincidence, and then y'all end up messing around, and then you end up falling in love, and then there's these questions or these things about, oh, should I leave, should I go, maybe I love you. No, these people was plotting. Plotting and scheming. A lot of these situationships was on plotting and scheming and scamming. And you think you're gonna be able to keep a man. And like I said, a lot, that's what resort to a lot of these people resorting to witchcraft or spell work. And we know in real life, we could talk about witchcraft and spell work all we want to, but a lot of this shit is, like I was telling tourists, like 10, 20, like 15 years ago, I think, probably, like, no, I'll say 10. No, this got to be like 15 years ago. And I was like, yeah, they would just like lock down the city or have somebody surrounded or something like this, right? If they wanted to just rearrange or do something in a certain city, or wipe out a whole city, or exchange some people out or something like this, that's all they would have to do, right? So I was feeling like some of these people they could be feeling defenseless, beat up. They could be feeling held down. Okay. Some of these people have sold your soul or taken so much of your energy or your soul that they feel like you don't have one, right? Some of these people have been mixed up in the head where you might be the one with the soul, And you might be the one that actually care or something like this, but they with the soulless person, but they've been around that soulless person so much that they think that that's the proper way. They think that buying something, taking you out, dressing fancy, putting makeup on, caking up makeup on your face every single day in order to get your day started to feel good about yourself. That's the way that you care for yourself, and that's the way that you then care for others. You understand what I'm saying? When some of us can be like in a lowly situation, or we can be even in a situation where we're being under attack or something, and we're just, keeping our head up, our chin up or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And keep on moving. And we look younger than a lot of these other people. Even when it comes to some of these young women, I'm noticing these young women look older. It's some of the stuff they be doing to themselves. They be talking about the older women, but they look older. I feel like God show up and show something, just that alone, okay? Somebody's natural features and stuff like this can also tell a lot about a person and who they are on the inside out. And I'm not even talking about like beauty, like the way your face or whatever is put together. I'm just saying it's certain things that I feel nature or Gaia like keeps together for some of us that are pure hearted or good natured. And that's the thing I want to say. I want to say, um, somebody have a certain nature of a certain essence or glow or something about themselves. But I'm also thinking about this energy too, though. I don't like the word wicked. I'm trying to think about another. Well, we can say dark. We could just say dark energies. Okay. But again, I'm noticing that like my abilities go beyond these cards, right? It's the tone in your voice. It's what you saying, how you saying it, when you saying it, why you saying it. Is you responding to something that is, you know, um, a lot of these people be responding. They think I don't know they watching me, but they be responding to what I put out. All right. So I was watching somebody's video, right? And I'm like, oh my goodness. Like they pulled a trio of cards. It's like the thief, poverty, and I think the lovers. And the lovers was in stone, right? And like I said, I was trying to see who, like, I don't know. I guess source is also teaching me a lesson to trust what the fuck is being said sometimes, right? That's why I got you doing the work. That's why I got you looking at the shit this way. Motherfucker, I rarely get those confirmations, I rarely get those, okay? I do. So those the three cards that popped out, and then like I'm a home wrecker and a something wrecker, a wrecker, something in a home wrecker. And I could hear the person like pause for a minute, because even I had one of them pauses last night when I was reading that shit about Breton energy, but then it got confirmed later on in that reading that it was saying that there's these types and there are those types. So some of them are of servitude and some of them are not. Okay, so I kind of paused like, oh, bust my bubble, because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I go with the flow. I'm never trying to manipulate a situation, right? But then when I heard that, I'm like, oh, and I'm like, oh my God. People's cards is about to be telling them. So I think that this is some kind of reversal on a spell that these people are doing. Okay. It could be confirming. It could be a hurtful thing or something, but this is some type of reversal here. You might be, if you somebody that's targeted and you know that there's dark ones in the tarot community that's representing themselves as people of light. Within the next 24 hours or so, I feel like it's about to be a couple people's cards that's gonna be telling on themselves. Shit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's because of who they directed the energy to. You know what I'm saying? We might even find some shit over here. But again, everybody on the outside know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on the outside know which one is the home wrecker. Or everybody else on the outside know which one is targeting somebody and trying to steal their life. Because it's a group of these people. It's a collective group of these people that's doing the same thing. So the collective people in the group, but I guess it really doesn't matter, because they already know that they're sending these agents out to do this. Okay, these agent Smiths. Somebody's name could even be Smith. All right. And I feel like a lot of these people is confused. I don't know if they want your man or if they want you. You understand what I'm saying? This is where we've come to this point. I don't know if some of these women want the man or they doing this, they ruining these men in plain sight because they want you, a feminine energy or something like this. But I was shocked to see that. I'm like, oh my God, them cards just told. But it made me think, oh, okay. So I was thinking that this feminine energy was the one that could have bumped into this person like 10 years ago. I think I was pregnant or right. But I was thinking that this feminine energy, okay, this I think it's a Leo. That's a tarot reader. I was thinking that that situation could have just started up back then, okay? Because like again, some of these people could have been strapped to these people for like 20 years. This is like a business agreement or something, knowing that in this great day these people was going to try to take out the son of God. It's just what I feel. Okay. Because I just about when I went to this girl's page, this is before I really was picking up on the energy, when source was just like, just look around, you ain't, just look around. And so I ran across her page or whatever. I no, I was already looking at the videos where, because I just went to the person's page just thinking I'm just looking at a tarot reader. And then when somebody start opening up their mouth, then stuff was coming out that was like, wait a minute, that sounded a little bit like my life, or that sounded like what's going on directly with me. So I could you know kind of correlate with what's going on. And so when I went to her page, I seen a picture of a little girl. And when I looked at this little girl, I'm like, oh my God. So, like I said, a lot of these people have been piggybacking or mirroring your energy, or ciphering your energy and ideas and business ideas and your lifestyle, seeing your future and things like this. Because some of these are galactic beings from other planets that have maybe a higher level of seeing, or they have people that got their back on this planet. Like their gods may be newer gods or tech gods or combined with something like this. And again, or somebody want somebody to think that God is played out or something. Or maybe even if you got galactic bloodline, it's not like that. These are what I'm saying is these are spawn energies that they sprung up 20 years ago or something like this or more, in order to, and they programmed them specifically for this, to take over somebody else's life. So I'm looking at this picture and I'm like, oh my goodness. Like in a strange kind of way. In just a strange kind of way. That child got to be the same exact age as my child, and that child looks so much like my child, right? And so I'm just thinking, like, what the fuck? So we're not just going off of, because people like, oh, sometimes people be watching the video and you think the message is about you. It's a collective message, or it's gonna resonate with us because we are part of the collective. They, because they got their little beehives, their little premature. This has been modeled after like the Queen Bee or Beyonce. But again, this, or somebody that want to be king or something like this. So these are her little bees. They got their little beehives as well. This could be having to do with also these women that are from Texas or whatever. All right. But that's the main thing. You have to look at it like this, because the main things they do that they blocking for me is what they modeled. The same thing that they blocking like my views on YouTube is what they've modeled for success for these other women. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like looking at one of her daughters and I'm like, damn, that daughter looked just like my daughter. And then I'm looking at one of the other daughters and I'm like, damn, that daughter looked just like Beyonce. So I'm like, what the fuck? That shit is weird. Okay. And then I started looking at my child that's here with me. And then I started thinking about like her demeanor and like how, you know, it's just a little bit altered here. Like this daughter is more like a bruiser, more like a abrupt, rude, something like this or whatever. But the other daughter was so sweet and everything. And I feel like they both attached to me. See, and that's the problem with some of these people that swap out these children. They may be a spawn of you in another energy or another feminine energy or something like this. And these women get jealous. when they see them in the house, these children in the house with you getting attached to you, because you got that real energy and essence that draws kids. When kids are receptive to your energy or want to be around your energy, you know what I'm saying? But again, they couldn't get that same response out of these. These are more people that are building up, I guess, the kids that the children that they want to take over the nation, like militant brats or something like this, without being in the military. Like they're ruthless, they're heartless, they're you know what I'm saying, that kind of energy here. All right. Um Again, but if we look at it on a larger scale, if they're able to go into an innocent woman's house because they want her man and initiate her, all right, and then also hide the proof so well that this woman will never find out. But you know, if you a psychic or a seer like me, you know that is going on, or something that slipped out one of these people's mouth that told you what they're doing, right? That they're aware of it. This is the same things that we think about, like bullying in school. These people, children, is just gonna learn these same qualities, and they're gonna just take them into the school. You know what I'm saying? So bullying is on a whole nother level, on an all-time level. If they harassing you and doing this online and cyberbullying, then guess what? Their children gonna be little junior cyberbullying people that's gonna learn these qualities or learn these things from these parents as they sit over at their knee. So it all really boils down to me, to your core values. Because like I said, if a nigga just got money and thought they was all that or whatever, and they left me and they feel like after spending so much time with me and expressing how beautiful they think that I am on the inside out or something like this, you know, and even if it wasn't true, you sat up in my face for 20 years and faked it. You know what I'm saying? If that's the kind of nigga that is, or that's what I'm finding out, then it's just like, oh well. You understand what I'm saying? I'm still gonna be true to myself. You know what I'm saying? You can't break me down. Like, that's the thing. It's so different when you realize that these people been plotting and planning like this. It don't you and then again, I feel like that's another way that they say, try to say heartless, because you don't react or respond the way that somebody wants you to. I'm not gonna react and respond if I found out that I'm gonna react and respond differently if I found out that my man was a hardcore spy or something that was married to me and doing all these things to me purposely behind my back or something. Oh shit, it's gonna hurt or something like that. But I'm gonna process that differently. Okay, and he's off with this woman or whatever, that they've been plotting on my life or something like this, or they've been working for an organization that just been private. He could never say nothing to me about it. Then you know what I'm saying? Somebody that's just naturally falls into this person's world as a mistress or something like this. They didn't come together to destroy me. You know what I'm saying? They just also just kind of like met, and it was just some spark. I feel like that would hurt a little bit. I would have to feel that a different kind of way than I would feel with this programmed. Oh, what is this? This programmed hijacking of temples or vassals. And again, if a masculine energy is okay with that, I would have to question his mental. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I do think some of us have angels and guides, or people that have been enlisted, that have been in high places to be able to look in upon us. They may have been joyful of us, or that energy, or that whatever it was transpiring, and they always stayed in the dark or out of the way, and you never noticed that they were there. But I also think, that some of these people can't stand you because of whatever reason, one reason or another. Maybe you don't have the same work ethic as they do. Okay. But again, these will be the same people that will try to do a brain dump and suck out your information in your mind and use that to make themselves rich. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a double standard here or something like this, okay? When it comes to these actions. And I'm just someone here that can really define and really, I'm guessing, is free to speak about the difference. These things could have been plaguing nations for centuries. We're just being able to get a crystal clear view of how it happens for the people that that maybe wasn't able to articulate what they were going through at these particular times when they went through these transitioning points or whatnot. It's like nobody else is going to tell the story, and nobody else don't have to understand, but I'm still going to speak it. So we say all that to say that I feel like some of these people are these kind of train spies from different nations or different planets or something like that, that's here to do a job. I'm not in alliance with, so I don't, it's not like I got plans with nobody to destroy nobody. It's not like I got plans with nobody to hide my feelings about a situation or somebody, or if I would have to be moving forth with someone else because this is what it looked like is going on the planet. I've always been voiceful about these things. You understand? But you have people that want to win also. I'm hearing this, that want to win at all costs. And that's why people are doing hurtful, grimy things. Making up information, sharing information that is supposed to be classified. There's no rules with these people. There's no order. There's no balance. That's why I'm saying these people will not be able to continue to do what they're doing. They're wrecking havoc, but it's not going to stick to the point where ain't nobody gonna even have to do nothing. These is people that thought they were so fucking smart, but they didn't think about the quality of niggas that they was gonna be dealing with. So even the people that's out there going, doing the crimes and doing things like this, these people don't plan on still using you with their secrets or the things that they had you do when they get to the top and they've conquered. They don't, you are just pawns in their game. And I feel like that's why these people so amazed, or these beings so amazed with me, because I could never. You may even think you using me for a pawn, but every time something gonna come around and pop you upside your head to let you know that I'm not. I'll never be. So with this whole thing about these jails or something, I was picking up on this energy of like somebody trying to get somebody in jail in their jurisdiction or something. This could be also a man was trying to move away from the feminine energy. Okay, they don't know. They confused. Wake. I'm seeing somebody confused as to why they even with somebody, why they left home, what the fuck is going on. Somebody could be frantic, or and then again they surround these communities or these counties around, and I feel like they do something here to hold these people pretty much hostage without holding them hostage. You know what I'm saying? A slave without down so low.